Hey, all my wonderful subscribers. It's your girl, the Heartfelt Honey here, and I'm back with another book review for you all. And today is Z Decoded. I've been wanting to come share this book review with you all for a while now. I have a lot of little bits and pieces that I want to share. So many jewels in the book, and if you get the opportunity, please go out and pick it up. So I'm going to hop right into it. If you see me looking back and forth, it's because I'm looking at the computer screen and reading off some of my favorite quotes from the book. Okay, quote number 1. Hip-hop was already moving fashion out of the disco clubs and popularizing rugged streetwear, but we'd taken it even further. Baggy jeans and puffy coats to stash work on, weapons, construction boots to survive cold winter nights working on the streets. And that was just about how hip-hop transformed the fashion industry and how people were kind of popularizing what they were seeing the kids do in the urban neighborhoods and what they were wearing, and that was a part of how they dressed for work or to move their work. To tell the story of the kid with the gun without telling the story of why he has it is to tell a kind of lie. And I thought that was an interesting quote because so often you hear about the kids who shoot and kill and all the various heinous crimes that are committed, but nobody really discusses why these children are lashing out in these ways or why they're even carrying these guns in the first place. The chain was a Jesus piece, the Jesus piece that Biggie used to wear, in fact. It's part of my ritual when I record an album. I wear the Jesus piece and let my hair grow till I'm done. That's on his recording ritual. When people say hustling is easy money, they couldn't be more wrong. Paranoia and fear worm their way into every interaction you have. When somebody says hi to you, you can't just say hi back and keep it moving. You have to watch the person's body language, silently speculate about their intent. Was it too enthusiastic and artificial? Was it reticent? A way of pulling away? Most important, is he working with the cops? It can wear you down. I thought that was important because oftentimes we hear people say that hustlers take the easy way out. It says here, great rap should have all kinds of unresolved layers that you don't necessarily figure out the first time you listen to it. Instead, it plants dissonance in your head. You can enjoy a song that knocks in the club or has witty punchlines the first time you hear it, but great rap retains mystery. It leaves SH rattling around in your head that won't make sense till the 5th or 6th time through. It challenges you. So 99 Problems is a good song to use to talk about the difference between the art of rap and the artlessness of some of its critics. It's a song that takes real events and reimagines them. It's a narrative with a purposefully ambiguous ending. At the hook itself, 99 Problems but a B ain't one is a joke bait for lazy lyrics. At no point in the song am I talking about a girl. The chorus really makes that clear if you're listening. The obvious point of the chorus is that I wasn't talking about a woman. I love that quote because everybody knows Jay-Z to be kind of like sarcastic or even arrogant and sometimes, but I think that's part of what makes him so appealing and at what he does. This other quote says, he reminded me of a lot of street dudes I'd known. He had a great memory, kept figures in his head, and was a quick judge of character. He also had tremendous integrity and confidence. He knew that the key to success was believing in the quality of your own product enough to make people do business with you on your terms. He knew that great product was the ultimate advantage in competition, not how big your office is or how deep your pockets are or who you know. In the end, it came down to having a great product and the hustle to move it, which was something I learned working the block. And he was talking about Russell Simmons. Here he says, I'm only competing with myself to be a better artist and businessman. But it's still that old sense of competition that motivates me. I'm still that NIGGA on the corner 7 nights straight trying to get back the money I lost. I'm still the kid who battled anyone in the project courtyard or back room. This is what the streets have done for us, for me. They've given us our drive. They made us stronger. Through hip-hop, we found a way to redeem those lessons and use them to change the world. I thought that was a great way of depicting the artistry and the drive that, hustling can give a lot of young black or young people in general. He's just talking about the industry and how it affects everybody differently. He says you have to deal with lawyers and accountants, and you have to be able to trust these people you're just meeting with everything that you have. There's just more of everything: women, money, friends, piles of whatever your vice is. There's enough of whatever you love to kill you. That kind of sudden change can destabilize even the most grounded personality. He also says, I'm also lucky never to have needed the approval of the gatekeepers in the industry, because from the start we came into the game as entrepreneurs. That gave me the freedom to just be myself, which is the secret to any long-term success. But that's hard to see when you're young and desperate to get put on. I think that's another reason why we see so many rappers come and go, because a lot of them don't own the rights to their own material. But because Jay-Z had the unique opportunity of owning his own things, he kind of has had longevity. Well, he has had longevity. In America and in hip-hop, success is supposed to be about accumulation and consumption. But the finest meals end up as SHIT, which is a great metaphor for the fact that consumption's flip side is decay and waste. And what's left behind is emptiness. Empty apartments, empty stomachs, unused objects. Which isn't to say I don't like buying things and eating nice meals as much as the next person. Okay, maybe even more. But success has to mean something beyond that. And then he says, hopelessness and desperation is what you're supposed to feel in poverty. The drive to escape that hopelessness is, for the hustler, the same thing that drives the drug addict to get high and need to escape. He says, there's this sick fascination with the dead artist, the broke artist, the drug out artist, the artist who blows all his money on drugs and big chains and ends up on a VH1 special. Or artists so conflicted about making money from their art, which so often means making money from their pain and confusion and dreams, that they do stupid SHIT with it and set it on fire or something. This is a game people sometimes play with musicians, that to be real, to be authentic, you have to hate having money, or that success has to feel like such a burden you want to kill yourself. But whoever said that artists shouldn't pay attention to their business was probably someone who had their hand in some artist's pocket. I thought that was really good to share, just in case some aspiring artists may be watching this. It'll be words from someone who's done great, astronomical things in the music industry. I'm a music head, so I listen to everything, and I wanted to make sure that I noted that here. And a little later on, we're going to get into some of the things that Jay-Z liked to listen to as a kid. It made him look so human. Well, of course he's human, but it made him look, outside of his image. He's kind of like, not hard, but stern and serious. And to read about him listening to Michael Jackson as a kid, and the way he described it really made him seem like your little cousin or your nephews or regular little boys that we see and have grown up with all our lives. He says here, and to top it all off, they threw in the so-called war on drugs. Right now he's talking about the drug game in the late 80s, early 90s. So he said they threw in the war on drugs, which was really a war on us. There were racist new laws put on the books, like the drug laws that penalized the possession of crack cocaine with more severe sentences than the possession of powder. 3 strike laws could put young guys in jail for 25 years for nonviolent crimes. The disease of addiction was treated as a crime. The rate of incarceration went through the roof. Police abuses and corruption were rampant. Across the country, cops were involved in the drug trade, playing both sides. Young black men in New York in the 80s and 90s were gunned down by the cops for the lightest suspected offenses or died in custody under suspicious circumstances. And meanwhile, we were killing ourselves by the thousands. He goes on to say, almost 20 years after the fact, there are studies that say between 1989 and 1994, more black men were murdered in the streets of America than died in the entire Vietnam War.